And welcome everybody back to Around the Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx. This is your WWE Elimination Chamber reaction review. It's Monday morning and we got to talk the pay-per-view from last night. On your way to work this morning, if you're already at work, if you're going to watch this later on YouTube, if you're going to watch this later on Facebook Live, you're going to watch it on Instagram, hell, if you're going to watch it in your neighbor's backyard, just share it for me. And make sure you're out there. You're following me on Twitter, Instagram, social media, wherever social media is sold at, which is Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because like these belts behind me, I am hardcore, people. Last night's WWE Elimination Chamber. Like, what can we say about the Elimination Chamber from last night? I mean, was it good? Was it bad? Was it everything you thought and hoped that it would be? That's what I want to know. What did you think about the pay-per-view? Because frankly, I have a lot of mixed reactions about the pay-per-view. I have some feelings about the pay-per-view. I have some deep-seated issues with this pay-per-view. So let's start off with the things I did like about the pay-per-view. Let's just say it ended at like 10:20. That was pretty damn cool. At 10:20, this pay-per-view was off the air at 10:20. That was amazing, especially after we just came from the 5.5, damn near 6 hours and a half show of the Royal Rumble. So it was pretty cool that we didn't get a 5-hour show like at the Royal Rumble. It was only, I'm 10:20, 10:23. I can turn off the WWE network and proceed with my life in which what I did. But watching this pay-per-view, looking at this pay-per-view, let's just say the good things again. The good things are it ended at 10:20. Kofi Kingston, the women's tag team division. The main event of the pay-per-view was the WWE Championship. See, positives. I'm giving you positives. Now, if you don't know by now, you're going to find out. When it comes to Around the Bloxxx with Mike Knoxxx, I give you my opinions. And 9.78, okay, 9 3/4 of the time, I'm a WWE guy. I'm thinking positive. I want you to think positive because why else are you watching it? Why else are you upset? Why else are you completely mad at the product? Because you're watching it and you want the product to be good. Was it good last night? It wasn't bad. It actually was not bad. It was not a pay-per-view. It was a glorified Raw program. Better than Raw program. So let's start off with how the show started. You know, winners and losers, if I give you my opinions about certain things. And then we go into this Black History Month, how certain things, I want the world to just hear me out when I say, calm down about Kofi Kingston for just a second. Just a second, calm down about Kofi Kingston. We're going to talk about Kofi very soon because he was the highlight of the night. But this is a review show, so let me just quickly, and I mean quickly, the Schwartz version of a review from this pay-per-view. So you had Boss and Hug finally win the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. They want to continue to say, first time ever, hell, it's their company. Let them do what the hell they want to do. It's their shit. Fuck it. They are the new first time ever WWE Tag Team Champions. And let's be honest, guys, if you watch this match, there were some hits and there were some misses in this pay-per-view, in this opening segment of the match, which I had picked that I thought Nia Jax and Tamina should win so they can go on to WrestleMania to then lose to probably Boss and Hug. But after further review, I thought about it. If you're going to go into WrestleMania, you want to go into WrestleMania hot. You want to go into WrestleMania where, look, we are all on all cylinders, if you will, so to speak. So let's give the fans what they want. And they've been doing that for the most part. Giving Sasha Banks and, we want some Bayley, the tag team championships. This is perfect. They go into WrestleMania as the champions, maybe. Right? As it stands right now, they're going to go into the WrestleMania 35 as the champions. That's good. Crowd would pop for them. They're the other two best in the company with the 4 horsewomen, right? The 4 horsewomen are like any other clique in professional wrestling history. They're on top of the business, right, people? You want to talk about the NWO and the cliques and the things that did like this? They all take over. They all are the champions. That's what's going on with the 4 horsewomen. They continue that legacy of dominance. Also, in that good match, I thought Nia Jackson would win, but hey, go Eds with it. Only thing about the match I did not like is that Sonya Deville had on pants. I didn't like that part. In the world full of fat asses, where is hers? That's all I'm going to say. But on top of that, after that, we get new, first time ever, women's tag team champions of the world. We get the Usos defeating Shane and Miz Dow, or Miz. I want to say Miz Dow because I just want to say it. But let's look at this for 1 second. The week that Jimmy Uso and Naomi had, everybody just pegged them to leave. Everybody thinks they're trying to get fired. People actually think, excuse me, there's life outside of the WWE for Naomi and the Usos. Maybe perhaps the Usos, but not as a single wrestler. As 2 wrestlers, as a tag team only. I love the Usos. I'm probably next to their daddy, the biggest Uso fan out there. From day one-ish, this is this guy right here from the beginning. Proud the Usos won the title. They deserve to win the title. They are now the 6th-time tag team champions of the world, the Usos. And it puts an end to Miz and Shane starting that storyline, well, beginning of that storyline, if you will, so to speak, with those titles. Now we can find out where they're going with this. And the second Miz came out and announced he was going to have another baby with Maurice, I knew they were losing. I thought that the Usos would probably win them at fast lanes and then fast forward to WrestleMania for Miz and Shane, but they did it a little bit earlier. And I'm okay with that because, again, the positives about the pay-per-view, the women's Elimination Chamber match, and then this match right here with the Usos being 6-time tag team champions. Get to your comments and questions in a second. Now, we had the Intercontinental Championship match. And this is what I didn't have pegged. Okay, I know Wrestle Talk had their predictions, and everybody had their predictions. Busted Open Radio had their predictions. But hey, guess what? I'm a black man in the 21st century being a wrestling fan. So I just thought, hell, it's Black History Month. Kofi's not going to win. At least let Bobby Lashley, or as my daughter refers to him as, Baldy Lashley, win the Intercontinental Championship. Well, guess what? Baldy Lashley didn't win. He turned on Leo Rush, who cost him the Intercontinental title, and white supremacy in the WWE continues to reign above all other things that are black. And that means who I am, a Finn Balor guy, by the way, guys. Finn Balor, your new Intercontinental Champion. But again, what it's worth, going into WrestleMania, Kitten said that's a bad choice. I'm a Bobby Lashley guy, and also as my daughter, I'm sorry, my daughter refers to him as Baldy Lashley. I'm a Baldy Lashley fan. I'm a Leo Rush fan. Where they're going with this, I want to know how this story progresses, but I'm okay with it a little bit, although I still thought Bobby Lashley should have kept the title. He just got the damn thing, for heaven's sakes, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. All right. Where the match or the night turned for the worse. I'm a Ronda Rousey supporter. I'm a Ronda Rousey fan. I think what she does in the ring is dope. Her coming out with the Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat outfit was perfect. She beat Ruby Riot's ass very quickly via submission. And I don't like that part because Ruby deserves more. Yes, we know it's going to be a squash match. It was just a match of throwing there for the pay-per-view to do what they did in the pay-per-view. But damn, you could have chose anybody to give Ruby that spot, not even have her perform in that spot. I did not like that, WWE. However, Becky, the man Lynch, how can you just come through the barricade? You're suspended. No security stops her. She's on crutches. No one helps her get in the ring. She took her ass up the stairs. So that was very funny, her trying to pick her ass up off the bottom rope. And then just proceeds to beat the living shit out of Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey and don't even get handcuffed. WWE, I am one of your biggest damn fans. Look at my wall. Look at it. That stupid booking, handcuff the chick, do something to the damn girl. Just let her walk away with 2 of the worst security guards I've ever seen in professional wrestling history. Okay, I'm getting on. I'm moving on. I got a lot in my mind to say. It's Black History Month, people, and I'm mad. Okay, and I want my black wrestling fans to just calm down. Sorry, my white audience. I love you. Come in. Come close. I love you. But this one may not be for you, but you can stand here and be a part of the barbershop and understand how we deal with what we think because we're different. Also, after Becky Lynch proceeds to whoop ass, and she doesn't get handcuffed and she leaves the building, we had Braun Strowman in a match. Why? Against Baron Corbin. Why was that good? Because we saw later what Baldy Lashley and Drew McIntyre may be forming this team to go beat up that guy that's the monster among men. Well, he may be a monster, but he's not among these men lately. He's been losing repeatedly. What's going on with Braun Strowman? Talk about it later. Also, why have Lacey Evans just walk out there the way she does and walk back? Who knows? She's not a vision of perfectionist now. She's not Mandy Rose. No. She's not even Eva Marie. She's not Naomi. She's not that family home wrecker Carmella, allegedly. Really? Corey Graves and Carmella? Carmella, I'm disappointed in you. You let Corey, all right, listen, I'm just saying, if Corey Graves can hit that, you guy out there that's in the gym right now with a cheeseburger in your back pocket waiting for the gym to be over, you can get Carmella. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. Now, the main event, the showstopper, the whole effing show, Kofi Kingston. This is where I will draw you in. This is where I will pull you in. Why in the blue hell, of whys, why do people think that Mustafa Ali, who got hurt, this was automatically his spot? Hold on, I'm drinking my morning coffee. My Superman cup. Mustafa Ali, this was his spot. Kofi Kingston took it. He's now in place to face Daniel Bryan at the Granddaddy of them all. I'm sorry. If I knew how to do that stupid Cardi B thing, I would do it right there. Was a spot for that right there. I can't do it. Wouldn't want to do it. But if I could, I would do it right there for that spot to tell you, hold up, black delegation of wrestling fans, slow down. Last night, even yelling at my kids watching the pay-per-view and an earphone party full of people on Xbox watching it on the WWE Network, I spent over $50,000 or more, WWE, on your product. I am 44 years old, and we have never had an all full-blooded 100% black champion. Yes, people, I know you out there. I know you, the other black that's out there, and I'm partially in that crowd when I say this comment, rather. The Rock was a black champion. What are you talking about? You know what? You're right. The Rock is half black, half Samoan. You know why black wrestling fans don't count The Rock as your champion? White America and WWE? You know why? Because you, WWE, does not show The Rock's black side. No, you do not. What about Rocky Johnson? Seriously, where's his heritage? Where's his hood? Who was his mama? Who was his daddy? We don't know because the WWE don't want you to know because that's too deep. That's too hood. That's too black. But what we will give you, and again, this is nothing against the Anamani family, who I love very much, who kind of helped me put myself on the map. Thank you, Uncle Rikishi. Love you. Uso fan, day one-ish, right here. They're Samoan. They're not black. They may be people of color, but black wants a champion. And for $50,000 or more, I've spent between belts, pay-per-views, live events, my traveling expenses, tattoos. I have a goddamn WWE Wing Eagle title tattooed on my arm of my mother when she passed. Took the eagle out and put my mother in there because I love wrestling that much because of the WWE. But we can't get a black champion. No, we can't get a black champion. Not allowed. But Black America, wrestling Black America, that is, will have you believe this is the time. It's time for Kofi to be the champion, people. It's erasing the mistake. He pinned Randy Orton, y'all. He did it. It made up for the 7 to 8 years since Kofi had this spot again because he pinned Randy Orton. Well, black folks, that's what you better smile at. Because if you think Kofi Kingston's going to WrestleMania to beat Daniel Bryan for that title, wake the fuck up. It's the WWE. I hope I'm wrong. Oh, God. Remember when I told you I would shave my eyebrows if Daniel Bryan didn't wrestle at WrestleMania last year? Guess what, guys? Eyebrows are still intact. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to see Kofi Kingston win the WWE title. I would go streaking through the quad, up through the gymnasium. Come on, everybody. You too, Snoop. Bring your friend with his little green hat. Let's all go streaking. It's not going to happen. I want it. It's Black History Month. Bobby Lashley lost. Oh, so the Samoans won? That's all you're going to get. Leo Rush, more black on black crime. Bobby Lashley beat up Leo Rush. But Kofi Kingston's in the finals at the Elimination Chamber. He pins Randy Orton. And every time, here goes the WWE. This is how WWE plays with your mind, people. Go follow my tweet. Go follow my timeline at Mike Knoxxx with 3 X's like these belts behind me. I am hardcore. Every single time we got a 2 count. What did WWE do? My man Dice Man was there. Every damn time they paying to black people in the crowd because they know we're watching. They know we want those championships. We want a champion in Black America to say, wow, they did it. Then I said to myself, think again, black people. It's one thing to have a black universal champion. Although I think that's more prestigious to the company now because it is called the WWE Universe. So you got to have the Universal Championship for the universe. We may not get that title either. But the title that says the company's name on it, oh, my brother, you can stop testifying. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen in New York City. Now, I don't know who the hell Daniel Bryan's going to fight at WrestleMania. Whoever he fights is going to be a hell of a match. I'm a Daniel Bryan mark. He's the best thing in that company next to Becky Lynch right now. Point blank. And then throwing a little sprinkling, a little bit of Samoa Joe. Kofi Kingston has had the best week in wrestling that a wrestler has had in quite some time. The people, the week's over. And if they're smart, let's be real. If they are smart, and I hope they are, they would see what the crowd is doing. Not just the black fans, but even the white fans who just want change in wrestling. It don't have to be something big. Kofi could have won last night to lose on Tuesday night, and we wouldn't have gave 2 shits. We'd have said, yoo-hoo, they're going straight with Mike Knoxxx. Well, maybe not straight with Mike Knoxxx, but you get the point. You're going to be happy. You're going to pop the cork and have some fun. What's going on, Mo? I'm just saying, what's going on, Rodney? It's never going to happen. And last night, as I'm telling my kids who's joking and stuff, and I'm like, you watch this. I told my kids, you're spoiled. My kids are spoiled. My oldest is 20, so she don't really count in this scenario, right? But even her, a little bit. But my kids, they love wrestling. They're 11, 10, and 9. You know what my kids have seen in their life? So they don't understand the significance of Kofi Kingston winning the title. Because my daughter, she has names for everybody, people. It's Baldy Lashley. It's Ramen Reigns. It's Sloppy Joe. My daughter has names for everybody. She's trying to make a name during that match for Kofi Kingston. And I got livid. I was pissed off. I said, you can't do that because y'all spoiled. I'm serious. This is true life conversation I'm having with you on this JMO Around the Blocks of Mike Knoxxx about my family watching wrestling. I said, stop it. You seen the Cubs win the World Series. You saw the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Hell, you were born during the administration, I'm sorry, if you will, of the best president. My president's black, President Barack Obama. So they don't know the significance of being a black champion. But you do. I do. Other companies can have it. Ron the Truth Killings in TNA. Jay Lethal in Ring of Honor. We all know Ron Simmons. Damn! Ron Simmons. All can be champions, but in the WWE. But you know the worst part is that we still watch. I watched that shit tonight. It is. I got baseball practice with my son, and I'm coming right home to watch Raw because it's still the road to WrestleMania. And on this road, you will not see Kofi Kingston in the title picture. Well, they may even play with your balls and tickle your ass and give you Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. That's as far as you're going, people. The end of the road right there. And listen, if I am wrong, and I hope that I am wrong, I will at this moment will not be attending WrestleMania this year. Got a new home. What you see here is going to be reconstructed completely. I got the gaming studio coming. Big things are going, as my folks out in Jamaica would say, right? Or in America, where I can't say it. But either way, it's not going to happen. So unless, shout out to Glenn Thomas, program director over at Fox Sports 1340 AM, Hopewell, Virginia, Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM. We can catch the Soul in Sports on there with me and the crew. If we get on Radio Row, I'll be in New York City. So I'm not going to be there. But I know a few people is going to be there. The Belt Kings will be in the building, people. So hopefully I'm wrong. And they will get to witness friends of mine that I will hate on because I am your fan's favorite fan or your hater's favorite hater because every fan has some hate inside of them, and I got a lot of it. Love them, but I'm not going. So I'm going to hate every damn thing they do while they're there and send them text messages to somebody, yo, you look dope, dog. But in the back of my mind, I'm hating like a motherfucker because I ain't there. But that's okay. I got to live my life like it's golden. But come on, fans. Kofi Kingston's not happening. That's not happening. Just like AEW is not number 2 to the WWE because there is no number 2, 3, or 4. It's them. It's what it is, people. But this pay-per-view, which we should talk about a little bit now, that I've Calm down. It's not going to happen. Michael Lee chimes in. W's using legit over black stars for championships. Hold on. Using legit over black stars for championships, never going to happen. Mike Grant chimes in about the Kofi, said the pay-per-view was crazy. 4.5 out of 5. Seth Rollins championship should get his pay-per-view. Not ready for my belt grade yet. Not ready for my belt grade yet. I think that's pretty high. But depending on where you rank the Seth Rollins title in there, Granddaddy P on Twitter. That's at Granddaddy P on Twitter. Depends on where you rank that title. So only you know where you rank that title because they can't hear you. So, but I look at this pay-per-view and I go, women's tag team match, Elimination Chamber match. It's pretty decent. These girls really put on the show. I thought what happened to Nia was funny as shit. That was funny. And once that happened, you knew what was going to happen, right? So that was pretty dope. I won't say dope. It was pretty good, right? Then from there, like I said, you had the Usos match, which, again, surprisingly, I'm over Shane. I don't need to see Shane as much as we've been seeing Shane. Once we saw Shane come back 3 years ago, I thought it was dope. I thought it was cool. But I'm over it. I like Shane. It's a nostalgia act that's supposed to be nostalgic. Not every couple of months I'm seeing him. So, but it was, through all that, it was actually a decent put on tag team match, and the Usos, the best tag team in the WWE, and to me, the best tag team in the world, deservingly won the titles. Okay, so then the Corbin, not the Corbin stuff. I'm sorry, the Balor and Lashley stuff. That's the stuff that did kind of have me pause for concern. I was a little bit paused for concern there. Stop letting Shane old ass wrestle. Exactly, Chris. Exactly. And I like Shane's old ass. Pause. No broke back. Just saying. I want everybody to understand yourself. If Vincent Kennedy McMahon was your son, was your dad, damn it, you would wrestle too. Who wouldn't wrestle? But like my man Ep said on Perfect Plex Talk Radio, Talk Perfect Plex, which you can find on any of your podcast networks, just download or Google Mike Knoxxx and you'll find Perfect Plex Talk Radio, or just Google Perfect Plex Talk Radio. Had the thing to say, what people want to see is Shane versus Triple H, son versus son-in-law. That's the match people want to see. Other than that, Shane, do me a favor. Go get some new Jordans I can go on TV and say, hey, them Jordans are pretty dope there, Shane. Pretty dope kicks, Shane O'Mac. Speaking of kicks in wrestling, right? Remember when all y'all used to get mad at John Cena for wearing cargo shorts and sneakers? How you feel about sneakers in wrestling now? A lot of them do it. Just saying. All right. So that match with Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley, I didn't see that one coming. And I know that they said that it was 2-on-1. And if anybody would get pinned, it would be Lio Rush. So I guess that kind of went with the storyline. Okay, whatever. I didn't like them breaking up. I didn't like that. And I did follow them on Twitter. If you follow on Twitter, Lio Rush reached out and asked Bobby Lashley to give him back a call. He won't answer his calls. And they're playing the Twitter game, which I like. Lio Rush is a very, very good hype man. He's very, very good at what he does. And to take that from the almighty Lashley, who made the almighty Lashley, say what you want to say about Bobby Lashley, people. The TNA run with the headband, sorry. I am a cosmetics person. Okay? People call me bougie, whatever. Okay? Once upon a cycle, my wife had me watching America's Next Top Model. I watched about the first 5 cycles of America's Next Top Model. Hey, don't laugh at me. You too do things with your girl that you don't want to do. Okay? And yes, I didn't want to do it. It was kind of interesting. Okay? But watching America's Next Top Model, I'm aesthetically pleasing to certain things. Things that most men find attractive, I don't. Right? Or things that appeal to most males, I don't. To me, I saw Bobby Lashley, big head, peanut ass, and that headband. I thought this was stupid with the headband on. Didn't have any care in the world. But they say in TNA, he did the damn thing. Okay. They said the same thing about AJ Styles. Same thing about Samoa Joe. I didn't witness the greatness of Samoa Joe. I didn't experience the greatness of him outside the wrestling ring and the squirt circle, that is, and AJ Styles till they got there. I don't care what you do everywhere else. If you cannot make it on the big stage with that crowd that will rip your ass a new one, then just like they say, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I don't personally believe that, but I agree. New York's a big cesspool of people trying to be successful. If you can make it there, damn right you can make it anywhere. You make it in WE, you can make it anywhere. Samoa Joe is the man. AJ Styles the man. Bobby Lashley, I'm not so sure. Because here in the WWE, they don't let him be the man. He should be the next best thing to Brock Lesnar. He's built the same way. They have the same identical build, the MMA background. That's the matchup that they're missing the ball on. Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. That's a dream match I've always wanted to see. Never got it. Don't know why. Do I tell you why? Because we're in Black History Month and the WWE scared of black people being great. I said it. I watched the program. Look at my wall. I'm a mark. But the WWE don't care about black wrestlers. They don't. Hashtag give black wrestlers a chance. There you go, Michael Lee. There you go. Hashtag that shit. Hashtag give black wrestlers a chance. Right? You had give divas a chance. That shit worked for them. So if enough black people have the hashtag give black wrestlers a chance, it may work. I don't know. But anything has to change because as of right now, you're not going to get a dominant black wrestler in the WWE. It's not going to happen. They're going to give you flash in the pants. They're going to give you moments, but you're not going to get what it is that you are craving. You're not going to get what is probably rightfully deserved. This pay-per-view last night didn't seem like a pay-per-view. This whole pay-per-view was for one reason. It was for the women's chamber match. That's it. That's it. The storylines were to be continued, and they did that. So if I look at the pay-per-view, it was a continuation. It was a continuation, but they didn't need this. They didn't even need fast lanes, really. What's that? Why is there another stopgap between WrestleMania? This is a guy who loves WrestleMania season, and probably next week when I do a review, I probably have a whole different tone. But remember this moment when I was in my emotions, people. Remember this moment. But they gave you storylines. You got Boss and Hug winning the titles. The Usos gets the title back, right? Finn Balor's new Intercontinental Champion. Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush break up, allegedly, right? He's a little guy. He can beat his ass and like spank him like a kid. Just whoop his ass like when Becky Lynch was whooping him with that crutch. It was like, you know how you have flashbacks of a kid of your mama whooping your ass with a belt, the way Becky Lynch was beating their ass with that crutch. Just saying, you had flashbacks. Storyline, they put Becky in there. Storyline, Usos win. Storyline, Miz and Shane. Storyline, Kofi Kingston, possibly black champion. Damn you, WWE. Damn you to hell. Where do I rate this pay-per-view as I get up out of here? I'd probably give it 3 out of 5. Pick a bell in the wall. US spinner. It was good. But will it last? Will you remember this pay-per-view? Again, you will. For the same reason black folks will always hold on the fact that they thought Randy Orton stunted the growth of Kofi Kingston from all these years ago. Kofi Kingston had a good showing. You know what pissed me off about that showing? The New Day. Pissed me off about that showing. I get when you first made the New Day and all us black folks thought, oh, a new nation 2.0. And they said, we didn't want to be that. We wanted to be something different because that wasn't in us. I give them that. You know what? When someone says that, I have to respect that. Go ahead and do your thing. But you know what I don't like? I do not like the fact that, okay, you've done that. They shuck and jive so much. Now it's time to be serious. And they had a little bit of a serious moment. They could have had a bigger serious moment. We've seen every damn faction or every damn wrestler that has friends in the business or in a group or a faction interfere somehow. But they couldn't help Kofi. They couldn't beat somebody's ass. They couldn't figure a way out. It's the New Day. They got all kind of you couldn't put pancake syrup on the locks and pick it. I don't know. To help Kofi, that was the chance for WWE yet again to say, we're going to change the New Day. Yes, they're selling merch, but I cannot believe they're selling as much merch as they did a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I can't believe that. Fans want something different. This is why fans in droves are so damn overly hyping AEW. I don't know what AEW is going to be, but I'm excited for it because WWE, you keep fucking up. You just do. Here's a chance to make the New Day have Nation of Domination qualities. You don't have to turn them all the way, but Big E Langston's still doing what he's doing. Sorry, it has to stop. Xavier, do your thing. Kofi Kingston can clearly go in the ring still. But what they're going to do, they're going to use this great talent. They're going to use these people in their microphone skills, and they're going to have them shucking and jiving Tuesday night on SmackDown Live. You just watch and see. If Kofi Kingston is putting a title picture, people, because of this performance, A, I'll be surprised, and B, I won't be too surprised because it will end at fast lanes. As fast as it started. 3 out of 5. John Cena spinners is this pay-per-view. What is your grade? Comment below, as my man Jamie Johnson would say. Let me know. Read some of your comments real fast. I got to hear. Kofi Chance in Houston and Becky Lynch coming back again. Destroy Rousey and Flair. I have friends that are in Houston. I concur from what I heard about that as well. The Kofi Chants were off the chain. And that's my problem, though, Samuel, with the WWE Universe and fans. You don't have to boo other girls that you liked 4 months ago because you like somebody else. I get it. I will always harp on fans. I know I'm the guy who gets on fans the most, and I'm a fan myself, right? I just want things to be good. I expect things. It's like I'm married, right? I've been married for 15 years, 16 years, been with my wife for 20 years. It's certain things I expect. It's just what it is. So certain things over the years, like if I go in the bathroom and there's no toilet paper on the roll and she has it on the ground, that's what my wife does. Sometimes she just puts it. It's in there. I get to wipe my own ass. It's just, it ain't on the thing. So I got to put it on there. It's just things that you go through. It's the WWE, things that you go through. And wrestling fans should not put down one product to get the over and over. Go back to WrestleMania 20, Brock and Goldberg. Sorry, fans, you ruined that match, not those two guys. Okay, what else we got here? They need to teach Ronda how to sell. That was goofy as hell. See, that's where I disagree. I think Ronda sells pretty good, but I heard something that didn't make sense. Okay, about when Ronda is in a big profile match, she does deliver. But when she's not in there with a big match and it's just a match, then she does underdeliver to her intensity. So you're right, needs to improve on always giving it 100%. I give you that, Rodney. Very good take. Lashley and Brock Lesnar could be legit do MMA fighting, and it will be corresponded by WWE and UFC. UFC would benefit from this actually huge audience in the stadium because WWE clout. WWE could draw in more legit crowds. I do like that as well, Micah. Why not have them have an MMA match? Why not insert UFC into that match at a WrestleMania with that crowd? The problem with wrestling fans and WWE is that the WWE doesn't seem real anymore. Realism is what drives wrestling. I go back to as a child when the Four Horsemen followed Dusty Rhodes, put his arm in the door and broke his damn arm. Go back and hear my interviews with Tully Blanchard, friend of the program. It was real to me, damn it. Okay? When you watch WWE right now, it ain't real. What happened with Becky Lynch coming out there not getting handcuffed or having female security grab her or do something isn't real. You're suspended. She wasn't sitting in the front with like, oh, she bought a ticket. She just walked up there because it was that time for her to show up. Come on, WWE. This is lazy booking. Fickle is right, Michael Lee. Brock and Goldberg ruined that match. Chris, I disagree with that because how did they ruin the match? Because all I ever hear, and I'm willing to hear your point as well, all I ever heard was, oh, they don't care about the company because they're leaving. Wrestlers leave all the time. So what? Because they were leaving, and we knew they were leaving, you booed every step of that match. From the entrances to the ring to even Stone Cold's involvement, you booed it because you were so butthurt that they were leaving, you didn't even give the match a chance. I disagree. They didn't ruin that match. The fans did. Happy about Bayley, Sasha, and and I was posting all over social media, all over the first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Yeah, they're not the first Women Tag Team Champions. And I don't like the fact that WWE keeps saying they're the first Women Tag Team Champions. I completely disagree with that. But on that note, guys, listen, I'm going to get up out of here. It was cool. Make sure you follow us tonight on Soul and Sports on Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, wherever social media is so at Mike Knoxxx 3X. You already know. Check out the belt, nigga, bitches, sluts. I'm hardcore. Check it out. I love you. Tune back in next time. Around the Blocks with Mike Knoxxx, people.